Shikaijo, and welcome to the DDO stream for Shikaijo Explores DDO. And I am on Wayfinder server, and you're welcome to join us in the stream. I do have one person in the party joining me. Waylo has joined me already, and we are running low-level quests. We are level 3, and I just need to open up an LFM here. Oh, I should populate the server. Here, see who's online already. Do a little who. And then I can do a create LFM. And let's see. Information is key would be right about there. And we're just going to be running on normal, because I'm approaching things the way a free-to-play person would approach them. So, yeah. Here we go. Again, I am on Wayfinder server, and you're welcome to join us and come and play along if you like. We are currently level 3, and we're just doing the quests on normal. And I gotta go and collect that. I think I have Featherfall. I'll find out. I do, yes. Somewhere along the way, I picked up boots, Featherfall. I think there were boots. Maybe there's a ring. No, they're boots. Alright. So, Waylo is actually here with me in person, and I can hear him talking in the background, but I can't actually hear what he's saying. So, just note, if you can use your push to talk, and I can hear you better. Oh, okay. He didn't want you guys to hear that, because I've already told him anything he says in the chat channel would be live. I'm not sure why I'm talking to the bartender. I'm distracted, that's why I was talking to the bartender. Alright, here we go. This is a good quest for experience, I find. It's one of the good low-level ones. It's also, as you're adventuring along, it's often one of the first times you encounter ooze in the game. Hard. I think it's because Waylo is a VIP that I'm able to open that on hard, I'm guessing, because I wouldn't normally be able to, because I don't think I've done this quest before with this character. So. But we're doing it on normal, even though it gave me the option of hard. Let me adjust the volume of some of that. The ambient sound and the combat sound. That's really loud in my ears. I don't mind some of it. Don't want it overwhelming. I know some people have gotten lost in here. To open that secret passage, the handle, the lever is over here in the corner. And I have had to come in and help people in the quest to find that, because it is well hidden in the corner. So, and if you don't have Featherfall, use the ladder, or really gauge your fall so that you land on things on the way down, because it can hurt coming down here. Now, if you want to get all the breakables, and I'm going to do that because this is Shikaijo Explores DDO, so we're exploring everything. We're going to go around all the nooks and crannies and see where everything is. So, and to maximize XP, as some people like to do, you get all the breakables and pick up everything. An adventurer's pack there. Nothing up here. It's just a dead end. As you go along, you walk nicely in this ankle-deep water, but then you suddenly get in, thigh-deep water. If you can tumble through that really quick, or you just jump. It goes a little quicker. Veterans will know this already, but if you're new to DDO, there's some of the little tricks. Helps you get along a little faster. So here's for quite a few people that are new to the game, these are the first oozes you come across. That was the one, Waylo already killed it. It was going after the barrels there. And there's another one that comes up. Now, I don't want to wreck this weapon, but I did manage to get a muckbane. And muckbanes are really nice because they are made of crystal and will not get destroyed by oozes. There's nothing down this way. Well, there's that mushroom. I keep forgetting that's it there. If you're into collectibles, there's sometimes nummies in there. Sweet white cap, and you trade it in for stuff. I don't remember all the stuff the sweet white cap will give you, but right. If you're familiar with the old Infocom game Zork, you'll know what a Gru is, and you'll see the Gru is chasing me. That's because my guild is the Scholars of Zork. So
you see one of Osgood's men
I decided to name a little panther a Gru.
Here's you approach and starts
Put
running.
my non-crystal thing back on. I don't think hitting a large metal dog with a crystal item would be a good idea. Alright. There's a lever in here somewhere to open that gate. There's also more breakables. If you get all the breakables, that's an extra... Oh, there's also... Sometimes sweet stuff drops out, but up to an extra 15% bonus on your experience in the quest if you get all the breakables. So, if you care about the amount of experience you're getting, you don't care how long it takes, because sometimes those breakables are spread out, it can be worth it. Some people, it's more important to the experience per minute, and some people, they want to find their way around a quest and see where everything is, and
You notice that the
get all the
smuggler is
experience that they
struggling to
can.
keep his grip on an
Different
orc.
play styles for different people.
You must have the artifact you're after.
Get these guys first. Okay. You're showing me up, Waylo. Waylo's playing a warlock. Just blasting away
I
everything.
can't help it, it's a warlock.
Yes, yes, the warlock is kind of killing everything for me. That's alright. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's just another dead end up this way. Gotta go for a short swim down the other way. Kind of follow the flow of the water in this quest. Where's the water flowing? Eventually takes you down here. And again, the water is going, you'd be going against the current, so that's the wrong way. But then there's a ladder going up. Well, it's against the current, and it's up, it's going somewhere. There's ladders. It takes you someplace. There's these levers. Now, I happen to know that the valves need to be pulled.
You hear the grind and clatter of machinery from below.
If you listen to the DM, he said there's a clatter of machinery below and to the west. So you, it's down this direction to the west, if you follow in the mini-map. And there'll be a collectible on one side and a lever on the other. So there's some rubble in there. Oh, it's prayer beads. I like those. And a valve.
You hear the rasp of stone against stone from
And that's
somewhere
opened a
above.
door up
It's
above.
like a massive barrier
Greetings, Elf
holding
Maiden
us out.
Olwyn. How are you today? I almost forgot the chat was there, and I should be looking at it a little bit more. Get too immersed in the quest. I see you waited for me at least this time, Waylo.
Iron
Get all these breakables.
particularly
And I see ransack bonus, 15% bonus.
kept warehouse. This must be where Osgood's excel and well. But the crumpled metal beast can only manage a whimper.
So once you pick up this artifact crate, that'll end the quest.
You lift the case and slide it onto your
Get
back.
you your
Quickly
experience
return to
points.
the Fairlane representative.
And then you can take this exit door, or you can hit finish. This is the fastest way out. You just hit the exit. There you go. So, not too far from where you went in. Remember to turn in Your reward, talk to the person who gave you the quest. Get a reward. I'm just going to take the guild renown. Oh, wait a sec. Maybe this is more useful than what I'm wearing. Nope. Not in my opinion. I'll take the guild renown. Just cuz. And we'll repair that. And I'm just going to sell it all. That's what I felt like doing. Agaxian, how's it going? I'm probably going to butcher some of the names. Sorry. That's just the way it's going to go. But good to see you here. Thanks for coming out. And the next quest on the list, I will have to take a quick peek at here. Where did it go? I had a list. Bring the light. I should actually keep that list somewhere where I can easily see it. Oh, bring the light is over this way. That's where you go into the Gambler's Den and deal with them. This one's one of those solo quests. They're pretty easy. Unless you don't like spiders, then don't go in that one. I got it right, yay. Cool. A new streamer, yay. Yes, I'm new. This is my second time out, and there were no technical glitches once I tried to do the stream. But I had to totally reboot my computer about 15 minutes beforehand. Yes, I wanted to try out a paladin, so I figured I'd start with the lower level stuff. Because I've never played a paladin all the way through to level 20. So, why not? Yes, this is pretty easy. Although, with lower level characters, sometimes if I don't get to the guy who pulls the lever and lets the dogs out, no pun intended with regards to the song, those dogs have killed me many times. Oh, I should have changed the LFM. Because we're not at information is key. We are on bringing the light. So we'll update that. Boom. Something like that. Anyways, you in here? There's Waylo. Okay. I think he hit me. That was a lot of damage. For a low-level character. Okay, what's the point of me being here? You're just killing everything. Alright. Feel like I'm being relegated to a lever puller. So you started Paladin. Yeah, I'm enjoying the Paladin too.
And the monkey pulls the lever.
And the monkey pulls the lever. Yeah, you're calling me a monkey now. That's funny. See this guy. He's going to rush over, he's going to pull that, and the dogs are going to get let out. See, I have often done this on Elite, first time through, and those dogs just all over me and trip me and bite me to death. I'm not sure there's a good way to be bitten to death, you know, but yeah. It's all bad. Hi, I got that table before you did. Don't get both tables this time. We'll take care of the gambling dude first, and then come back and get the tables. I don't know if we can get Conquest or all of them, but let's get everybody first, then come back and get the tables. If we have... No, I don't... Intelligence too low. Apparently I'm a dumb paladin. I'm wise, but I'm dumb. Also, the first time I played this game, I was really mesmerized by that mirror and how it worked right. I loved the graphics. I mean, that was a long time ago. I was thrilled by that, but I thought it was pretty cool back then. Now it's just, common, but well, I guess I could have looked first, but I'm not sure if that aggression bonus was there before we killed those guys or not. Alright, we've won. Finishing. It's not a lot of XP, but there's some favor going on there. Collecting the favor helps. I'm going to go to Haberdasher, which is all the way across the harbor. Great sword, tower shield. I can't remember if I took tower shield or not. Proficiency. It looks like I did, because it's not telling me that there would be a penalty if I used it. So, the heroic deeds looks more tempting. Someone's car alarm's going off outside. I don't know if you can hear that through the mic or not. If it's annoying me, little tiny guild with little tiny airship, but we do have chronoscope. That's why I can run quicker. Oh, and the LFM. That is not the LFM. And Haberdasher. There we go. I've often used Haberdasher to test enhancement changes. If I change something with my enhancements, I'll run into Haberdasher because it's such a short quest and see, how is this working? Even if I'm way overpowered for it, it just still gives me a little feel for how things are. And there's 2 chests. Can't go wrong with 2 chests. Car alarm's persistent.
Beneath the floor sets your nerves on edge.
Yes, I interrupted the combat to go after the bookcase, because that's how I roll. That's more important. The loot is always more important than the combat, to me. I'm weird that way. What's over here? What's on the bookshelf? You know what I'm not looking at is the kill ratio between Waylo and I. Because he's probably getting more kills than me. You let me have those? Yeah. There's the other chest. I ran this quest for almost a year, like playing DDO, before, and would talk to this guy, get my XP, turn around, and walk out this door, because this chest isn't there immediately. It slowly materializes after you talk to him. And it was a long time before I even knew there was 2 chests. So I played DDO for a year where I missed that chest. Yes, collector hoarder, definitely. Yeah. But then, well, I haven't started on Wayfinder, but on my home server of Canif, I craft. I'm a crafter there. So I'm eagerly watching out for the upcoming changes. Alright, so to protect Baudry's interests and that whole chain, the Stop Hazardous shipment chain. You up for that, Waylo?
Sure.
Okay. I'm not sure if we'd have more people joining us or not yet. Looking for us. I'm not sure which is the first one. That. Protect Baudry's interests. Oh, okay, cool. Hello and welcome. Why can't I find it now? There we go. Just gotta tell him in the chat here where we are. We're on our way to protect Baudry's interests. I don't know if that came through in the chat or not. I recently changed my best to talk. Excuse me while I type into the chat. I was going to say, how do you spell Baudry when it's on the screen in front of me? There we go. I'll be okay. I'm just not sure how to spell things. There we go. I forgot the R. It says body instead of Baudry. Oops. Luckily, I've got the thing covering that for the feed. Not that that's necessarily a bad word, but oh. So, anyways, Tambor Smythe. That's where she is. Okay. Oh, so we are gathered here. Hello. I'll wave to Talua. Yes, Schinderlin or whatever. Yeah, or try pronouncing it. Schinderlin. I don't know if they suddenly went AFK or not. Yeah, they haven't moved recently. I'll give them a brief moment. And we'll go into the quest. This is the one where we have to protect the box from the hordes of kobolds. It's timed. It was 5 minutes, I believe. But we're just doing it on normal, so that's not as big a deal. What I love is the last minute when the shamans show up and there's all sorts of lightning bolts flying all over the place. Tell them to follow the blue dots. Which is us. We're the blue dots. Although, like I said, I think they're away from the keyboard or something. Maybe their system crashed. I don't know. We're going to proceed. I assume, Waylo, you already spoke to Tambor? Now, one of the things that I don't think you could do before was, like as soon as you went in, I think in the past, the timer kind of just started. Now you can go around and break all the breakables first if you want, which is what I like to do, to get that 15% bonus, and then you can speak with Tambor. And the added bonus of that is it gives Talua, who just joined the party, a chance to step in before the quest starts. So we'll work on the breakables, which I'm sure is really boring for the rest of you to watch. So listen to the amazing tones of my voice, my commentary, and yeah, I promise I won't sing to you because that's something I can't do. My musical talent is listening to music. I can listen to it really well. Yeah, and I'm very good at that. I cannot write music, although I do write short fiction and some other things. I even belong to a writers group in my local area. But no musical talent. I think that's it for the breakables. Alright, let's talk to Tambor. Get this rolling. Oh, I just realized I didn't have my power attack on. Okay, now I feel overpowered. Some of these guys I'm killing in one shot. I don't feel that this is an overly overpowered character either. Like, I haven't gone and invested a lot. Oh, that's nice. Some turbine points, because I had monster manuals. That's another thing kobolds are good for, right? Turbine points. They certainly aren't very helpful in Crystal Cove. Sometimes I think I'm the one who's hitting that box, just the way that it goes. I'm also probably spending too much time worrying about the treasure bags, trying to grab those. But, yeah, I played as a VIP for 5 years, and I had access to everything. As I moved to premium, things were a little different to view, and like, well, what's it like if you're free to play? It's kind of what this stream's a little bit more like. It's like, what's it like for new players? Well, it's not technically a guide for them. I like to see it with fresh eyes still. I always viewed myself as a casual player of the game. I love the game, but I also always played just for fun. Try not to take it too serious. This quest can get a little intense when that box is visibly on fire and cracked and crumbling, and you know they've almost destroyed it, and there's still a minute left, and there's lots of kobolds coming in, and there's shaman on all four sides throwing lightning bolts around, and there's guys throwing fire bombs, and it can get tense. Almost like an escort quest. Except you're escorting a box instead of a person. Protect the cargo. Funny guys, I could see something on the ground there, right about here, that looks like it's flashing red, like there's footsteps. I was expecting something to be moving there. I don't think it's still there. Because sometimes when you can't see something, your listen goes off. Oh, no, it's a little lost connection. Oh well. sad. Could have used a rogue. Gonna have quests coming up that have traps. I'm sure of it. Yeah, sometimes your listen detects their footsteps, and that appears on the screen as just little red
The crate will survive.
marks
Tempo
on the
has
floor.
lost his trust. No more kobolds should be able to find their way into the warehouse.
You get nothing more from slaying the kobolds trapped in the traps, except potentially treasure bags if they drop.
But it's a matter of principle.
Yes, it can be a matter of principle, if you really hate kobolds. I'll grab those 2 treasure bags, but I'm not going to go hunting all over for treasure bags. Now for the hardest quest in the game. I mean, I don't know that I recommend bringing a hireling for this quest, but it is difficult. I may be being sarcastic. There is a 10-minute timer on it, so make sure you get in and out in under 10 minutes.
You enter into Hazadil's ship. Crates line the walls. Time to start smashing.
So, if you're not familiar with this quest, you must break 50 crates. There are no monsters. There's no enemies. There's just these crates. You must break them. There's more than 50. There's lots. You just gotta find them all. You got 10 minutes. And if you're listening to the Dungeon Master talk in your ear, he makes it sound like you're not doing any work at all, and that you're a slacker, and that you're not doing anything to break the crates, and that you're behind schedule, and yeah. You just want to yell at him. It's like, I am breaking the crates. Do you not see what I'm doing? Really? Just gonna let me hang there? The next quest, you come straight back into the same place, same location, but it's full of kobolds. And then the crates you smashed, most of them are back together again. It's really odd. Not sure how they managed that. Maybe it's the kobolds' belongings. They moved in and that's their stuff that they brought, and they just set it down in the exact same location as the crates that you had broken earlier. I don't know. It's just a theory. But because it's timed, I don't really go around every nook and cranny. I just get the crates and be done with it on this one. You got 10 minutes. Oh. It's very gracious of you. Thank you. I'll take the rubble. Okay, 3 more. 2 more. And that's it.
Crate splinters to bits. You know that you have successfully stopped Hazadil's illicit trade.
You need to jump off, Elfmaid Nolan? Alright. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. Happy hunting next time you're on DDO. Right. And if you are new to DDO, coming and talking to Baudry, even if you don't want to do the quest right away, as soon as you talk to him the first time, you'll get this little red collectible bag here, small collectible bag. And you click that little auto gather, and it'll pick up all the collectibles and put them in there until you max it out. You can have up to 12 different unique things in there. There's always a reason to talk to him. Even if you're not taking the quest, you can get that little collectible bag. Right.
You make your way back into house.
This time it's a little more dangerous.
Stealth might be an
There's no
asset.
boxes attacking you. You know, I think I got an action point that I could spend. I just haven't been paying attention. So this time around, we have something to retrieve. Really? I mean, to all that trouble to climb up there, and you just jumped off when I got to the top?
A wary kobold guards this room. You may
Trying to
be
get to
forced
him, kill him before he kills me. I'm more scared of the dogs than I am the kobolds. Just because I've tied more dogs than kobolds. At least it feels that way. And I haven't been updating the LFM between these different quests. Oops. Sorry. My bad. I've no one to blame except this kobold shaman, and I'll make him pay the price. Or someone in my party will. Sometimes there's a rare monster in this direction. It's always worth coming up and looking. Of course, there's also this bookshelf here. Ooh, small Eberron Dragon Shard fragment. Yeehaw. See? That's why you go and look at the bookshelves. Explore. Hey, did you kill my kobold? I was going to kill him after I looked at the bookshelf. Not cool. I think this is just a shrine. Yeah, it's just a shrine. Kill my kobold. Oh, no. You know, if you're going to lay down, you should have done that next to the shrine. It just looks silly. Oh, there's a shrine there. I should rest. Not there. I think Waylo's mad because I scolded about killing my kobold. Right. I think this guy is always here. He's just a boss. I won't call him a rare. I think he's always here. Oh, Tuluma's back. Welcome back. Tales of Valor. It's very valorous of us. I'm not sure I use that word appropriately. Oh well. Onward and, well, upward, because there's a ladder going up. By the way, if my commentary starts making sense, I've probably started doing it wrong. Just saying. There's also a potential rare bugbear, I believe, in here. I don't think he's home today. Doesn't look like it. Nope. That lowly kobold. I don't think my spot's high enough to see all the... Oh, I can see little foot marks that there's a rogue moving around in here. My listen could hear him, but my spot wasn't high enough to see his outline. I could hear him walking, or my character could, but my spot wasn't high enough to see him walking. Get the... I like to call these Barneys. It's a code for rubble, Barney rubble. Waylo and I have been playing DDO for about 5 years together, and came up with silly, stupid things like that. There's a Barney over here, meaning there's rubble over here, and stuff like that. I forget all the different things we had. All the different code words. Just to make the game a little extra silly and fun. I don't know, do you need spell inscription materials for warlocks? Because I've just got some. Or are you like a bard, the way you learn your spells?
You do. Inscription? No, you get them differently.
Okay, you get them differently. So you don't need the spell inscription material?
As far as I know, no, not yet.
Okay, so while I'm learning the
This is all
paladin,
new to me, too.
he's learning the warlock. So, yeah. Yeah, we played for 5 years, and we still don't know what we're doing. we kind of, got a little focused on the ones we were playing. The ones we normally play, we know them really well. But, yeah. I know the rogue fairly good. At least I used to. The barbarian? Yeah, kind of know that one. Some of the others. Yeah. Though it said after they reconnected they couldn't find us. And, well, then they had to go. It's sad.
You have recovered
They
the
had to
stolen
leave.
goods for Cartamon.
Feel bad.
Return
Oh well.
them to him right away.
Sometimes happens. Yeah. Now I kind of know a trick to get it if you go at it from the right way. Of course, I may still die. Will you retrieve my soul stone? You know where the well, you know where the thing is. You can revive me. Okay. I think that if you come at it from about this angle, you take the least amount of damage, or potentially none at all. Oh, okay. But once it's set off, that's it. Yeah. But if you're like right here, you're gonna die. So, yeah. There's ways to... I mean, you're still gonna set off the trap if you don't disarm it, but there were safer ways than others to do that. I may not have evasion, but that's that done. Deft. What is deft? Oh, Seeker and Vertigo. That's a nice longsword. I kind of like that one. Not sure. Well, it's the same amount of base damage output as the current one, but I like the improved trip, the Vertigo 3 and the Seeker. I'm going to take that and just hold on to it. Oh, I've got a lot of stuff. Was this it? Yes. Okay, I'm going to lock that. What was that? Nope, don't want that. I'll sell it. Actually, there's a dude right here. Dudette. Sometimes forget about this one. One thing broken. Needs repair. Impulse. No. Nope, 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 nope. Gracious. Oh, that was the Diplo and False Life. It's almost useful. Death Block, Bracer's Spell Sight. I don't know. I don't think I want it. The other thing is that I am on Wayfinder, so get out. Where's the masterwork ones? I should put those in there. And then I'll start collecting masterwork. There. And there's not a lot of things in the auction on Wayfinder. So that's one of the things that I like to do, is throw some stuff on there that, or at least that I deem is somewhat decent. Oh, yeah. What's the next in the list? Missing in Action and The Sunken Sewer, which are side-by-side quests in the marketplace. And that'll be it. That'll clear us out of the level 2 quests. At least Shikaijo will be done all the level 2 quests. Oh, right. I had a point I could spend. Looks like I was filling this up for something. Oh, yeah. Because we always want extra armor class. I think it's my aura, too, so if someone's close to me, they're going to... Pardon? Oh, LFM. Thank you. So we'll do Sunken Sewer next. If I can find it. There we go. Sunken Sewer. You know what? I should do this and add it to the LFM. If I can get back in here. There. Update it with the Twitch, the DDO Twitch stream. So they know that it's me, if anyone's curious. Although if you're watching the stream and want to join, then you'll know it's me anyways. Shikaijo is playing Shikaijo on Wayfinder. And that's missing in action. And I said that we were doing Sunken Sewer. Didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay, this is Sunken Sewer. And while there is a way to shortcut this quest, we are not going to shortcut it. And we are going in a normal. And if we could pick locks and take care of traps, we could go this way. But we don't have a rogue in our party, so we're not going that way. Are you the one who's casting those on me? Every time?
Yeah, it gives you temporary hit points.
Okay.
As well as the jump.
Okay. Thank you? Oh, I wasn't close enough. I missed the one guy. I find that only going on this side can I ever avoid these jets. If I try the other side, I've never been able to get the timing right. I'm sure that's just me, though. If you have a high enough jump, I find that you can just swim across and jump up on the other side if you go diagonally across there. But I know this character does not have that. Really? Look where all that worked to line up that jump so I can get up there. Let me just kill him. Thank you. Oh, I still have to go for a bit of a swim. Gotta pull these levers. But if you have a high enough jump, you can jump up on the ledge over there, and then from there up onto this, and then just go across without having.
You should have a high enough jump now with the jump, don't you? You should show them.
I pulled my thing, yes. Well, on this side, but the lever's got to be pulled on the other side of the water. But yeah, if you can get up here, then you can come over here and then just jump across. But again, you have to have a high enough jump to be able to do it. Saves having to pull 4 different levers if you don't want to do it. Hello. Welcome, Mr. Skeleton. You're not welcome here. I think this is a wisdom ruin. Nope, intelligence. And I'm a dumb paladin. But I think that's a smart warlock. So we can go through there. Hey, right. I've got Muckbane. I can handle this. The nice thing about Muckbane is that... Oh, don't use it on the spider. It does extra damage to oozes. I don't think I even hit them. They were dead before my sword made contact. You know, when you see lots of webs like this on the walls and that, you know there's going to be spiders about. They do foreshadow things a bit in this game. With that, at least. Not everything has foreshadowing. I mean, there's been times I've walked around a corner and there was a dragon, a big red dragon, right in my face. And, I mean, I jumped out of my seat out of, holy crap, there's a dragon right there, and, holy crap, cool, a dragon! Because I love fighting dragons in DDO. I always have. And Dungeons & Dragons in general. I mean, I've been playing Dungeons & Dragons for a few decades now. It's really cool when I run into a dragon. So, and I go around a corner in a dungeon, not expecting one because it just happened to be a rare, and I hadn't read the wiki and didn't know that there was going to be a dragon there. And boom, there was one. It was both startling and really exciting. This game never ceases to amaze me. That's why I love it. Did you kill the kobolds already? Oh, no? I just didn't see the sentry. It's normally the kobold sentry that rings this gong and summons other kobolds. There's a bit of a swim involved next, and I'm wearing heavy armor. So I am going to activate my ring of water breathing so that I don't drown. As I have in the past, before I didn't know where the little thing was, and I couldn't swim very well. Because when you go underneath here, you gotta come up here. The quickest way to surface is just to hold the space bar. For those who didn't know that. And nothing will happen until you approach that chest. Then bad guy shows up.
And make sure your entire party's in before you go to the words of the chest, because the door is locked.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the doors will lock. You could get locked in here by yourself if you rush to the chest and the rest of the party's not in there with you. Now, completing that does open up a potential rare off to the side, but I'm not going to go swimming over there right now. I'm just going to finish out. Didn't even see how much XP that was, but I got a special thing to tell me. There. Cool. Not as much as I'd like, but hey. If I had it my way, I'd get a lot more. That's not true. Because I didn't read my tome that would give me more XP. My lesser tome of learning. This character, I'm specifically doing it differently, so... +2 Constitution. You know what? I think I'm going to take this and put it on right now. This is better armor. Let's watch that Constitution jump from a 16 to an 18. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. For some reason, armor takes longer to put on than a ring. Hey. Oh, I already had a +2 Constitution item. Well, that just means I can get rid of these. I now have an empty slot. I know what I'm going to put there. I'm going to put my other bracers on later. The Spearbane. I mean, they're in my bank right now. Actually, that looks nicer. It's a nicer looking armor. Because I care about the cosmetics too. Because I'm vain like that. Before I step in, I will update this. And that is missing in action. This is going to be a little bit trickier, because if I don't have the spot to find the secret doors, I'm sorry, I talked to her, then we won't be able to disarm necessarily all the traps. So it could be a little bit painful getting back. Alright.
As you make your way into the sewer, you are assailed by rank smells. The slick floor is equally foul.
Sometimes I think that ooze isn't there all the time. Either I'm running by it too quick for him to show up, or he's just not always there. I don't know. Sometimes the switches start showing up there, the traps. But each side, to the east, to the west, there's going to be 3 levers or valves to pull. And if you can find all 3, you'll disable the traps that are on those sides. There will also be behind hidden areas. Oh, one of us is able to see that. I think we were both searching, so I'm not sure who actually found that.
Along the floor and walls
I don't have a particular methodology of going through here. I'll search this one. Oh. Apparently my search is high enough to find it. Okay. So that's valve number 2. Oops, nope. Look, I'm trying to pick this up. There we go. What's going click click? Vigilant sight bonus. Oh. Do you have a thing that's automatically finding...
But I did a search.
Oh, you did a search just now. Okay. That makes sense. My focus orb kept seeing the ooze. I'm like, where is it? My focus orb was picking it up. My character could see it, but I could not. Okay, you got the last one. So we got all 3 valves for this side. Did we? Oh yeah, because you can now see where the traps would have been. Alright.
The bodies of some of the missing adventurers litter the floor near the lever.
While it's optional to kill the zombies, once you get close to them, they will wake up and start hunting you down. Yeah, approaching the lever wakes up some dogs. Pulling the lever wakes up a big troglodyte, which may or may not be a rare. It varies. Okay. But pulling the lever does turn on the traps if you haven't disarmed them. And on this side, the traps would have been electricity. Lightning bolts would have been shooting across the hallway, which would have been great to try to get through. Is my electrical resistance? Well, it's 15. Still, could have been doing a lot more than 15 points of damage. Still need to find all 3 levers on this side. Sometimes in here, yep, on the backs of these little pillars. There's one. Could also be behind hidden doors, secret doors. There's the first door to look for. Yeah, lever number 2. Kobold number 557. I'm not actually counting, but feels like it's been that many, or more. Actually, my monster manual will probably tell me. It keeps track for me. I'm gonna go this way. There's a collectible here. Moss! I shall call thee Kate. Because I must make bad jokes. Oh, there's the last lever. 25 XP for pulling all the levers. And you can see the holes there with spikes would have come up. So this would have been a very spiky one. Alright.
There is a lever here.
Approaching the lever and pulling it right away. Because the more enemies to fight all at once, the better. Oh, cool, we got the rare. So there'll be a chest. I forgot where that shows up. I think it's around here. There it is. More loot. That's loot, L-O-O-T, not L-U-T-E. Nobody wants one of those. Not even a bard. I play Pathfinder with a bard in the party, and even they use a harmonica, not a regular lute.
All about you. You see the telltale signs of kobolds moving through the sewers.
Yeah, I have this eerie sensation that a lot of these things are just dying just before I get to them.
Leave the creature in twain. Return to the woman and tell her what you have learned.
I swear this gnome is the one doing it. Waylo, I'm blaming you for killing all the things before I get there. Well, not all of them. Okay. Ooh, cool. Impressive trophy. I don't even want to look at the rest of the stuff. I'll take the impressive trophy. We're only level 13 guild. We'll take all of that. Okay, and that's it for level 2 quests for Shikaijo. He has done level 2. We're moving on to level 3. We're moving on to probably... I think I can safely say it is likely my favorite quest in the game. And it's only level 3. Red Fang the Unruled. I don't know why, but I love this quest. And I will put up the LFM. Red Fang the Unruled. Boom. I should probably change that a little bit.
Change and make sure that it's normal.
Hmm?
Does it say normal?
Yeah, it does say normal. But I was just changing it so that the minimum level range was, instead of 1 to 5, 2 to 5. Now that we're moving on to level 3 quests. But I think I'm going to do, before we hit that quest, a quick repair and sell. A very small guild. It's a big bonus. More than double what the actual base was for the guild renown. No, I don't want to do that. Alright. Should have just done that in the first place. Right. Yep. Definitely didn't have the jump to jump up there. I'm used to being able to. Just jump straight up there. It's funny to not be able to. Try and fail. Where's Waylo? Hello? Where are you? Oh, there's your blue dot. Gnomes are so easy to miss. They're so short. Said gnomes are easy to miss because they're so short. Okay, and there's traps in here that I don't think I'm going to get a message for. I'll just end up running through it. Yep, see? Not even a warning. It's just bang. I just set it off, running through it. So many of my characters have a bit of rogue in them, like a multi-class. Or at least, you know, like if I'm playing a pure barbarian, have a bunch of spot. And, nope, not this time. Can't see the traps. Just going from memory, so where traps are in general. I don't know. There's a lot of breakables in this quest. I'm not sure it's worth it to go through and get all the breakables. What do you think? Should we worry about the time-consuming chore of breakables? Yeah. I think I'm not going to worry about it.
2 signal crystals rest on either side of the metal door.
Oh, it's up there. Well, at least you know where you're going. There's a lever up there. Can you pull it, please? Thank you kindly. Right. Now, how do I close the door and lock you out? Oh, it's locked open? Ah, fine. See that message? Arrow destroyed? That's a good reason to have arrows sitting there. I've heard somewhere that if an item's going to get destroyed, it's higher odds that it'll destroy an arrow before it destroys something else, if there's arrows there. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but when I've had arrows there, it seems like that's the case. sometimes a rare over here. He doesn't appear to be home. Cabinet's always there. I'll take it. Okay. These spiders made of glass don't shatter like glass when you smack them. It's very strong glass. Okay, that trap, I know it's not disabled, but some traps, then once they go off and stop, they don't go off again. I'm not sure if that one does. I guess I tested that theory by going through it. Oh, you've pulled this one. It's the other one you haven't. I figured because you walked past this one, you pulled it. Oh, I heard that hit you, but I'm looking at your hit points, and there's no damage. How did you get away with that?
I had temporary
Oh,
hit
it's
points.
temporary hit points. Well, I just got through it with, you know, pure skill. Or, you know, divine luck, because I'm a paladin. One or the other. Sometimes there's a chest down here, but not today. That's what I was looking for. It's like, where's the chest? I want the loot. Give me the goodies. Right. Get off the ladder. I'm pressing the button for him to get off the ladder. He's like, nope, I'll go up the ladder, down the ladder, up the ladder, down the... Nope, not getting off the ladder.
Crystal is set in the wall. Perhaps it is tied to a door somewhere.
Too many times I've gone through here and forgot to pull this particular lever and had to come all the way back
A deadly-looking
after getting to the
scorpion
door
falls
that
forward to
opens.
challenge you.
Or the lever that's through there. 'Cause I think you've got 3 or 4 levers you have to pull for one door.
Though
You
there
miss any one of
appears
them,
to
you
be
gotta
a way
backtrack.
through this fight, the high ground seems safer.
Coming through. It's fine. I thought he was dead. Sometimes they burrow into the ground and you think, oh, I got him. But no, he's just there, burrowed into the ground. I'll take those. And the collectible out there, not, or I guess, well, collectible / adventures pack, not necessarily worth going out there for. Now what's going to happen here is, I'm going to get poisoned. There's no way around that. Because there's a lot of those poison jets. Oh yeah, I do have neutralized poison. Just a few of those. See, I tried to jump over it. Not having any of that today, is it? Did that just slam on you? Well, tell you what. How about you get poisoned some more? It looks like you're stuck. You're stuck. Oh, you're dead too, and I can't get to you.
I got stuck in the box.
You got stuck in the box. Oh.
I couldn't get around the box.
You
I
couldn't get around the box quick enough, and the poison jet was just shooting at you. And the door's closed, and the lever's on the other side of the door from where I am. And I can't get there. We are through the point of no return, and I don't have a D-door, because I am a paladin, and only level 3. I'm going to have a sip of my cherry coke and contemplate this. I suppose you could just release. Yeah. I'm not sure if we both take a hit if you re-enter on the experience, but I don't care. Yeah, you go ahead and release and come back in. Yeah, I don't care if there's an experience penalty to both of us or not. You'll get a penalty for sure for the death. But that's okay, because I'm pretty sure that Waylo actually read his Lesser Tome of Learning, so he's getting 25% experience boost that I'm not. Just saying. You didn't take your Tome of Learning? Oh, but you're getting your VIP boost. Yeah, so. Okay. Oh, crap. I wasn't even thinking. You're not back in the quest yet, and I opened a chest. You will not be able to get anything out of that chest now. Sorry. I wasn't even thinking. I was busy mocking you. My apologies. I'm going slower than I should to try to give you time to catch up. Isn't it funny though how that airship? If I guess you couldn't bind on the airship. Where were you? Where was your bind point? In the harbor. Okay. You see, I'm pretty sure that mine is Korthos. Now that I think about it, because I didn't.
No, mine, Porthos.
Oh, it was Korthos. Okay. Yeah. Because Waylo's a guildmate of mine on Kenneth's River, and our airship, we usually spirit bind on there. We ain't doing that on this one. Oh, you're in the quest now? Good.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Then it's okay to kill Bile, because I want you to get this XP from that kill. Wait a second. I thought there was XP from killing him. Is it picking up the stinger that gets it? Oh yes, okay, that's where it is. That was only 110. You know, I've been missing all the ones up top. I'm not sure what the point is of getting all the barrels now. There's no way I'm going to get the breakable bonus. Oh, Tarnish is here. The rust monster. Okay, I've got Muckbane. Although he's going to eat my heavy armor if I'm not careful. I wonder how much damage I took from that. A little bit. Those are evil creatures, rust monsters. I mean, technically they're just doing their thing, but the idea that they eat metal. You know, when I went after Bile, on the map, on the mini-map, it looked like you were right next to me. But I forgot that, you know, you were probably way up top at a higher level than where I was, so. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to that. Could have hurt. Beware the fire traps. They're very flamey. Flamage. I am not... I know that it's here. I can tell that there's a spot hidden, but I do not have the search for it. Maybe you can. Maybe you'll have the search. Search of one. That's funny. Because if the troll's here, then there's two chests behind there. And if he's not here, then there's just one. But there's definitely one chest behind there. You did it! Look at that. There's a troll in the dungeon. Yes, I had to make that bad joke. It seemed inappropriate. I mean appropriate. I mean, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta go with it.
Tittering noises of alarm rise around you as you breach the heart of Red Fang's lair. Red Fang collapses in a heap, twitching and hissing.
So
as light
once we pick
ebbs
that
from its body.
little thing up, that triggers the end of the quest. So if you're ever in here and you are trying to get all the breakables, when you finally want if you're at Vandal and you just need a few more to get to the Ransack bonus for the breakables, those last few are usually in this room. You can go ahead and kill everything, just don't pick up the little Red Fang Silk Gland sack here until you've gotten all the breakables you want, because picking that up will end the quest. And once you've gotten your XP, those bonuses are locked in. Breaking the breakables beyond this point is not going to give you any more XP. Alright, good to go. What are we looking at next if we did more? The swipe signet, or we can do the two that are in the Cerulean Hills. But I was looking at going upwards of another half an hour of streaming. Whatever. Okay. Well, we're already in the marketplace, so why don't we stay here? We'll do the swipe signet. Oh, after we talk to Basil. Oddly, so do I. Something about fighting a rust monster. And you wearing metal armor. Who'd have thunk it? Anyways, let's do the LFM. Swipe signet. It's in here somewhere, isn't it? Why can't I see it? There it is. It's the last one in the list. Does that mean you should do it last or not at all? There's lots of time in my buffs. Airship buffs. So, all the way over here. Now, what it often doesn't tell you is exactly where people are per quest. It'll just simply say, especially if you're looking in here, so if you go down, number 3, you look up the swipe signet, it just says in marketplace, and talk to Greenwhite. Even if you pulled up the minimap and you started going to all the little yellow chalices, well, where's Greenwhite? I don't see him here. That's because he's hiding inside the Phoenix Tavern. Thus, he's not going to show up in the minimap. That's something to consider. If you know that a quest giver is in a particular area but you're not seeing him on the minimap, look inside the taverns. They might be inside one of the taverns. I'm sure I have action points. Well, I got one. What's this do? My aura. I like increasing my aura because that helps party members. I think that's what paladins are all about. At least in my mind. They're about helping those that they travel with. Right? Now, this is fun and interesting because we have no one to deal with traps. Now, it's tempting to pull this lever, and I've learned the hard way that you should not pull that. It will cause problems later on. I can't remember if these are poison or acid. Either way, it's not good.
They're acid.
Okay. So, one thing you can do is have a party member come with you and go through them first and find out for you. Because sometimes you can prepare ahead of time. Maybe you have a potion on you that is acid resist or something like that. You can deal with whatever the trap is ahead of time. You get someone else to test it for you. If they die in the process, well, it was for science, right? I think that valve that I mentioned, don't pull, is for traps that are coming up that you would trigger. I can't remember exactly. I think you arm the trap. I can hear spiders in my headphones. Don't see them. I heard some. So, around the corner that we just passed, I believe there was traps there that aren't going off right now, but on our way back, they would definitely go off if we had pulled that lever. Yeah, this is locked, because I haven't fought this guy yet. Hello! Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, I meant to hit number 4, but I hit 5. So I drank a potion instead of hitting smite. Evil. Oops. Oh.
The sewers echo with the noise of an iron door clattering open.
Again, with the if there's a bunch of webs around, there's probably spiders nearby. Yeah. So if I'm right about that lever, no, I'm wrong about it because now the traps are active. So something else. I know you're not supposed to pull that lever. I think it wakes up guards somewhere. It sounds an alarm. We are technically inside of the den of thieves, the Quickfoot gang. Through the breach, or the doorway, whichever you want to call it. Yeah, see, I think those guys would have heard the alarm if we pulled that other one, and we wouldn't have been able to surprise them like that. You said there was a trap? Oh. Hardly felt it. It's kind of like I went through quick enough that it didn't even affect me. I knew it was there. Yeah, that's it. That's my story. It's an optional to slay these guys. I think it's if I leave them behind me and they see me and come after me, I might be in trouble. I'm more like, you know, there's a chest and there's loot, but oddly it's locked until you deal with those guys. Oh wow. Kind of bump into him to see him. You know, I should get an item that has spot on it. It's not used to this. I know that paladins can do things that other character classes can't do that I'm used to playing, but I'm also really used to being able to see stuff without bumping into it first. Oh, I meant to get those other bracers, because it would be perfect in here, because someone's shooting arrows at me. Oh! I almost wasn't ready for that. Suddenly there's this red named Scorpion next to me, or orange named, but still. Like, ah! Let's take it all. I can carry it. I've got a strength of 18. What's your strength, Waylo? Sorry.
Divide that by 3?
Divide my strength by 3 to get your strength. Okay. Yeah. Plus the 3/4 the normal encumbrance because you're a... Of course, I mock him, but now I can't jump out of here. That's funny. I'm stuck. I'm gonna have to go for a swim and find the ladder. It's just around the corner. Go on without me. I'll catch up. Dang it, where's the ladder? I can't get up. I jumped down to get some breakables, and I couldn't get up from where I was, so I had to go all the way around to find the ladder that would let me get up to the other ladder, which is over here. Never mind. All that to get over just to this little spot. I was just going to say, so have you pulled the lever yet? I mean, gosh.
Air hisses as a pneumatic safety door opens.
Air hisses. So you're saying they're behind an airlock? Like, as in, they could suffocate in here because there's no proper ventilation? Seems dangerous. Not over here. I don't need that at the moment. So, are you going to deal with the trap? Or do I deal with the trap? Okay, I guess I deal with the trap.
When the Quickfoot cries, "Run boldly for the might of Swing."
Yeah. I'm going to actually take a look this time. Yeah, double the kills of me. On Thursdays, he and I play together all the time. And the kill ratio is the exact opposite. My barbarian kills way more than his wizard. So this just feels weird. For those in the stream, not those of us, those watching, we are on Wayfinder and running low-level quests. The two of us are playing character classes we don't normally play and that are not new to the game. Well, I guess Warlock's new to the game, but new to us. I don't know how to play a Paladin. Waylo doesn't know how to play a Warlock, so figuring this out. And making lots of mistakes along the way. There was even character deaths earlier. Okay, just one.
I blame it on a glitch.
A glitch? You mean, like, you getting stuck between a box and a door? Right in the middle of a trap? I mean, your character...
I think I was in the box.
in the box. Not on my screen. And oddly enough, this is recording, so there's going to be a replayability of this, you know. We can always highlight it and play it back later. From my point of view, you were not inside that box. There's evidence. Ooh. I didn't realize I was close to being able to level. Nice. See, and all the way along, I've done all the quests on normal, and only once did I repeat a quest, and that was Redemption. And I've been doing all free-to-play quests. And other than last weekend when DDO had 20% bonus, that's the only experience boosts that had going. So, yeah, I was wondering about that because I know that normally when I play, you know, I'm in my second or beyond lives where you need more XP and playing on Elite and I've got all these extra boosts going. So I'm trying to play this as how a new player to the game would experience it. Certainly don't have any trouble finding the experience in order to level with free-to-play content. That's something I might keep. I'm not keeping that. Oh, apparently this thing's full. Right. I'll sort that out later. I still have some space here. Don't I? Yeah. It's not like these collectibles weigh much. Alright. So we'll do 2 more quests, the ones in Cerulean Hills, and then we will call it for the stream. Unless you want to take your level, we will go as is. So we will start with where there's smoke. So I updated the LFM. That one, you can talk to the guy by walking up to him, but on our way out we will talk to, I believe her name is Pearl Dromlin? I don't remember the last name, but she gives the quest, the other quest out in Cerulean Hills. These are level 3 quests. We are level 3, can take level 4. Just let that experience stack for a little bit. Yeah. Pearl Drumling. Really? You ran away just as I walked up to you. I thought you wanted help. She's crying out for help. There, she takes off again. Really? Well, at least I talked to her before she ran off the second time. That's funny. Alright. Now, this is a big wilderness area. Sure. Well, I shouldn't say it's a big wilderness area. Because it's not. There's much huger wilderness areas, but compared to the dungeons, this is a big area. But here's veer off in immediately to the right, and you'll come pretty quick to the quest entrance. And the person who gives you the quest. How do I run so slow? Because I'm in the wilderness area. See, in the public areas, the guild ship buff, the chronoscope, gives you a 40% boost to your run speed. Out here, that's not working. Right. So, in on normal. People throw arrows at us. Although they're probably shooting them. That'd be a lot more effective than throwing them.
Things look peaceful on the road to Nash's farm, but the hills echo with distant shouts and the barking of dogs.
Wow. He just kept moving away just outside of range of my sword as I'm trying to hit him. This is what it looks like to have a warlock in your party. You go up to hit something and they're dead before you can hit them. Alright, now I'm not going to try to talk to that dog because I don't have one of those tasty little hams that you come across in this, which is the best way I've found to rescue those dogs, is you feed them a tasty ham and they become your best friend. And then you rescue the dog and you take him back to the quest entrance. It's usually better to do that after you've killed the majority of the orcs. I also like to come over here. I am a collectible hunter. If you were watching earlier, I did get a small Eberron Dragon Shard fragment because I'm collecting the collectibles. That's how you get those things. Pick up all the stuff. Hey, Mr. Orc Wizard. I don't like you. That's where you find the first ham. Oh, smoke cured, not tasty. Sorry, smoke cured ham. You can feed the dog. course, you can keep it for yourself, I think. Yeah, well fed. If you use it in the tavern, and give you your hit points back fairly quickly. If you're seriously lacking.
The orc raiders have thrown up a cruel barricade.
But it is optional to save the dogs. If the dogs will follow you once you befriend them, and will fight at your side and potentially die. So, if you don't care about doing the backtracking to save them, and you want to keep them alive, that's the way to do it. You notice how I'm very quick to just pick everything up. That's just my playstyle, even if they're in a party. I'm not purposely trying to keep those things from my party member. It's just the way I accidentally on purpose do things. But if you want that necklace, you can have it. Tumble 4, search 3, yellow augment slot, minimum level 5.
Yeah, because I'm such a tumbler.
Yeah. I don't think I have a character who does tumble on this server, so. But I should lock that so I don't accidentally sell it, because I think that would be good for the auction house or pawn shops. Again, on Wayfinder server, and there's just not a lot in the auction house, and so someone might actually find it useful. So I'll give them a chance to snag it. There's the last smoke-cured ham. I'll pick them up. Probably won't save the dogs. Because another way to look at it is, if I've already cleared all the orcs, Nash can go back in there and save his own dogs. So all the orcs will be dead when I'm done. And he can go and just go back to his farm and rescue his own dogs. I guess the warlock killed all those orcs that were there. And there wasn't any point for me to have gone there. Who'd thunk it? Alright. There's sometimes rares in these locations too. As there was the last one, where the dogs are. So that's another reason to go in and check them, because if there is a rare, those rares will have a chest with them to snag extra stuff. Those wolves see us, because I know there's wolves over the edge, and if they see us, they'll come after us. I don't think they saw us. There's also a collectible mushroom way down in there, but you have to go into that little valley where those wolves are, and then get to the mushroom, and then double back a ways. Which is fine, is a good double back point if you're clearing the way for the, if you're going to rescue the dogs and get the XP for that, which isn't a whole lot. But some people like to do all that. But I don't think you can get out all the way up there. Well, maybe the path does go up there if you follow it all the way through. Huh. Well, look at that. Well, this feed is called Shikaijo Explores DDO. Let's see if I can learn something new today. Because you can... See, there's the mushrooms I'm talking about. This isn't really a tangent that I'm going off on. I was talking about this. I'm kind of talking to myself when I say that. There's the wolves. More of them. I don't know if they're the same ones. They seem to be coming from the wrong direction. So I either got a big long walk ahead of me that if I can't get out of this valley in the direction that I'm going, or I'm right about my little theory and what I saw. I'll find out in a moment. Huh. I don't know how many times I've done this, and it's a lot, but I did not know you can get out by going through that way. It took me doing DDO stream to actually go and explore that little side of the quest. That's cool. Alright. Let's go save this farm. That's why we're here. Within the quest, that is. That's right. They're all angry. They wanted to see a show of fire and smoke. I ended that. Turning that simple valve.
The local orchestra
1800. That's not bad. For normal, level 3. Ooh, the crude bauble. I like that one.
Those are nice.
You want it? Oh, I'll link it in party chat. Well, you should be able to see it in the chest. Can you see that? Would you like it? I'm going to assume that was a yes. So much for a straight answer. Okay. So we'll head on to the captives, and then we're done. I'll update the LFM.
Caravan blocks the road to the west.
And where's that? The captives. Really? That's a much shorter list than I'm used to seeing. That's odd. Okay. No outstanding invitation requests. Good. I didn't think I was missing anyone. But it was good to check. Oh. There's my alarm. Just to remind me not to go too long. I didn't want to go too long on the stream. But we're set on one last quest. Captives. The hard part's getting there, because it's, you know, not close by. And I seem to be running really slow. I don't have any striding gear on me. Anything to increase my run speed. Could be worse, I suppose. I could be playing a Warforged, which seem to run a lot slower than normal characters. They go really slow. I think of going over and hitting one of these things, like one of these mobs. But the way those takes them out long before I get close enough to.
Judging from the debris, this happened quite recently.
I think he let me have that one, because I said that. There we are. If we actually just stayed on the path or been on the path, it just leads you right here.
The road continues east into territory controlled by hostile Gruul tribe orcs.
Alright, in we go. So like I said, Wayfinder server, last one. The captives.
Orcs patrol the road ahead. The Ghoul tribe outposts
And before
that
next
holds
week,
the
so before
captives
I
must
stream
be
on
led
Saturday, I will take my level 4. So, I'll be level 4 starting next week. So, if you're looking to join us, and you're welcome to, again, we'll be on Wayfinder next week, and we'll be level 4, continuing on. Normally doing free-to-play quests. I do have several different adventure packs. I may do other stuff. I especially love doing Three Barrel Cove, which is a pay-to-play, but if there are people who don't have that adventure pack or are new to the game and want to do or have to do free-to-play content, that's totally cool too. Some of this will be me playing it as stuff I enjoy. Because
The nearby totems are newly built.
one of the reasons that I bought Three Barrel Cove is it's one that I recommend to anybody because it has epic content and it's really good experience. It's got a great wilderness area, in my opinion, and good quests for the level. And I thoroughly enjoy it. It's one of my favorite adventure packs. Noticing there's no shrine in the area. On Elite, there is definitely a shrine right along the river here. There is no shrine here on Normal. So there's a definite difference between Normal and Elite. So normally do this on Elite.
The Ghoul tribe has transformed the two islands in the center of the river
An interesting
into a
difference.
fortress. The orcs must be holding the captives at the very heart. Somewhere atop the smaller island, a deep orc voice barks orders. It must be the orc commander directing his troops.
I like when they drop a chest. Or half chests. So not dropping it. We're not high enough level to encounter champions. Not well, we wouldn't on Normal anyways, but if we were doing a harder Elite, there were champions named and had dropped a chest on death. They had remnants in them. That'd be even better. I'm going all the way over here because I know not only are there people over here, but there's a Barney Rubble. I always go after other Barneys. You can tell he's sneaking, he's trying to hide behind this pole, but, you know, all of him is sticking out on both sides of it. Like, you're not sneaking very well. We can see you very clearly. I'm a sneaky orc. No, you're not. Not even a little bit.
Inside a nearby cell. It must be one of the captives.
I've been in pickup groups and seen them do this same quest in different ways. I always save the rescuing the hostages to the very end. It's just the way I do it. I've seen them, people go and rush to rescue the hostages right away, and then there's still a lot of combat to occur. I always think that's a good way to get hostages killed. I don't think that affects the outcome of the quest if they died, because you're just here to rescue them, and if they get themselves killed because they didn't run off and save their own butts, then that's on them, but I don't know.
You see a captive inside the nearby
Right.
cell. Judging from the
Hope you're ready, because I'm pulling that lever.
closely,
Orc Exterminator deed. Hey, 1,000 XP. Nice. I'll take that. I'd say I use it to level up, but I can already take my levels, so... What I think I'll do... is heal myself a little bit there. This guy sometimes hits really hard, and it hurts. I lose a lot of life. You're just gonna sit down and watch. Why don't you go loot the chest?
The Ghoul tribe's plan to ransom captives taken from the Cerulean Hills has been ended.
Could have gone and broken the breakables for us. Just sitting down. We have ransack. Still cool things drop out of breakables. Right. Rescue that one. I'll rescue these. So we'll try to.
You freed Lady Astor and her bodyguards from the orcs.
Nope, that's good enough. You're on your own. We killed the orcs that we could find, and we released you from those cages.
And we leave you to the wolves.
And we leave you to the wolves. There's still wolves roaming around. Good luck. Alright. Well, thank you to all those who came out to the DDO stream tonight and checked out me, Shikaijo, exploring DDO. Although I've played it for a while, I've not played a paladin before. This is still new to me. And if you were watching the previous quest, you saw me discover something new within that quest that I had never seen before. A new route that I could have taken all these years that I wasn't taking. So, yeah. But I'm going to call it there. And again, thanks for coming out and supporting. And have a good one. And happy hunting. Take care.